All right, I'm hitting the button. Welcome to Lancer session 10-ish. I think it's either 10 or 11. I'm pretty sure it's 10.
Counting's hard.
I iterated the number, which assumes I iterated it last time, which is not necessarily a safe assumption. It is in fact 11. I should have iterated it twice. I am very good at my job. That's true. That's not sarcasm. That's a real statement. Hi, hello, welcome back. It's been a minute. We had a delay because of our ISP being a fuck. But we're back here today. I do have a scene I would love to kick us off with concerning some information players have gotten as of last week. But before we get to that, we don't need to get necessarily too in detail, but we can if we want to. For an accuracy at some point during the session, who wants to tell me what happened last session?
Shit. Right. Oh, right. We started with the little bit of deja vu, where we were facing off against a familiar-looking opponent, a sort of monarch surrounded by a bunch of tiny little drones, and we were immediately it became very apparent that this is not how this is supposed to go when we realized, oh, we're locked in a Faraday cage, and oh, our mechs are locked up and not moving, and the enemy is moving. So we had to more or less fucking improvise, or Milo had to improvise by getting out of the mech and unlocking all of our shit for us.
At great personal risk, mind you, because we were then immediately hit as he was outside of the mech with a barrage of missiles.
Yes, Milo thankfully had a Black Thumb Rodeo, so they had a personal shield which took all the damage for that one single hit. And then they had to run back in. But afterwards, we just fucking crushed him. Just fucking... We never asked their pronouns. But whatever.
Whatever, they were sassy as hell.
No, yeah, they were sassy. And
The
fucking...
pronouns now are fucking big dead.
Yeah, but no, yeah, we fucking destroyed them. Everybody had their new mechs, so there was a lot of shit. So there was a lot of new shit. There was a lot of new shit that was coming out. Milo used their latch drone to do some repairs, reloading and heat recovery and crap. Neil had their freaking they had their fucking Latro now, and they can fucking climb up shit and shoot shit from a very long distance. Hooray! Although they still don't have their rail. Sigurd respect into Monarch, and now also has bullshit missile powers. And fucking Isaac just one-shot the boss with a 3d6 crit into one off of max damage, and burnt through 2 structure immediately and killed them immediately.
Please don't, God.
I'm sorry, it's last one.
The recording will be fun. Right.
Torturing me specifically. It's vengeance,
Yeah.
I get it, I understand.
Yeah, but no. Afterwards, a lot of Neil was largely the only one who was particularly perturbed at the moment by it. But then things got worse because Milo did a little backtrace, and then something happened when Milo traced back their communication. You want to tell him what happened?
I may or may not have alerted Harrison Academy to this person's location, and then I remember we had to. Well, I ran back to the room to use the OmniNet thingamajig to then stop the tracker on the ship, which worked, and then didn't take over his comms, but hailed his comms, kind of fucked around with him a little bit, and then we all went to go talk to him, and he had some really self-important names. Was it Seraphim?
Nephilim.
Yes. Call sign Nephilim. They pointed a bunch of guns at us
known associate
and
of
had no
Morningstar.
trigger discipline.
None trigger
seem
negative
very,
trigger discipline.
They seem very mentally stable.
A completely normal person.
Definitely.
Gave us some information about the back end of Harrison Armory and sent us down a rabbit hole of what they consider us in the back end. Sigurd was probably the most normal out of all of them.
Yeah.
But we haven't figured that out yet.
We have not.
Will be shortly.
Speaking of that, of course, after everyone got back and had time to digest, a bunch of shit conversations were had. Sigurd, do you want to tell how that conversation ended for Sigurd?
Oh, yeah. There's the slight implication that Nephilim said that, I could be just an android, or any of us could just be androids, which is super fucking fun. Love that. We all love that.
Yeah.
And everyone had a really normal reaction about it.
Yeah.
Everyone's extremely cool about that, and and processing that in completely healthy and standard ways.
Also, the lore drop that all of us are basically tests in some way. There are various projects. There are different titles for each and individual house, and some of the members in each house have blurbs about them. And we got ours, and they're something. They exist.
Completely mislabeled Milo as expendable, and I don't like
Yes.
Once again, we don't know this
I think
yet.
you mean Michael.
Yeah,
Michael was
we're
labeled
about to get that information.
Yeah. But no, yes. See, during the conversation, there was people started very pointedly looking at Sigurd, saying, "Hey, we know what your medication is, and there's some shit we figured out about you. Are you okay?" And Sigurd was like, "You fucking what to me? You looked into me. This is." And is unhappy about this breach of privacy.
Super normal reaction.
Yeah. Incredibly normal. Not sad about it at all. Even though, hey, it's not like Milo was looking for it. Just kind of happened to see all of it.
It was just kind of there in front of me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then something happened with Nil and no one fucking cared. Nil, what did we not fucking care about?
Do we mean when I was talking about the fact that I was considering leaving, and also that I was tired of certain things being decided for me, and the having a lack of agency, and then my roommates went and did a thing that broke.
Was punching him last session or the session before?
Last session.
That was last session.
Right at
Yeah.
the tail end. Or pretty close to the tail end.
Basically went and did things that would have consequences for me, despite what I was just talking about.
As said before the recording,
Project Optimist.
he deserved it.
Sure. That was not. That was never in question. So Nil's dealing with the fallout of their public opinion dropping,
Taking a bit of a dip.
while also trying to figure out how they can get the fuck out of their contracts.
Isaac also kind of sort of broke their hand when they punched.
Punched. He was right.
Punching metal
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. His swipe was like this. She fixed broken bone. She fixed the boo boo.
Is trouble.
You come with
Is
me
get
now.
into trouble is get out of trouble.
But no, everything sucks again.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's definitely about to get better, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to
Everything's
receive
extremely
some very
fine and
good
normal.
news, I'm sure.
yeah, of course. As you always do. Speaking of which, I would love for the first scene of this session to be like we cut into this session with Milo at the keyboard of the network interceptor and everyone kind of huddled around the monitor while you are viewing this file for your for the case file for House Diamond Ordnance. I'll repost that to text for voice, but it is in Lance Resources. And Milo already made that roll during our absentee week, so to the ability to access the information you've gotten so far is not something you will need to roll for. Again, you did so such that you can access it and have done so undiscovered as of right now.
Yes. So
Milo, how involved do you think this process was in like grabbing this information? Like, were you being super careful about it, or is this more of a like I am just trying to get this information as quickly as possible because we need to know shit?
I think he's being as careful as he normally is. And I
Gotcha.
think anybody that's trying to prompt him to go faster, he would just be like, no, I'm going to take my time with this. You get to hang on.
Absolutely.
Oop.
And
Where
before too
has-
long. Yeah.
So,
Yes?
where has Milo set this up for us to see?
I think he's invited you all to his room.
Invitation? Clementine is like is already in there, scampering inside.
You say that like you ain't never been in here before.
You don't invite me often.
And like recently. I mean, it's my room. Why do I have to invite you often?
I don't know. I mean, you don't have to, but I like it when you do.
Okay.
More fun stuff with friends. You have fun stuff in here.
Finger pointing into mouth. Barf.
Isaac wants to lean over to either Nil or Sigurd to say like "trouble in paradise," but then he realizes, oh wait, I can't say
I
that.
say,
to
if you
those
lean over
people
to
right
Nil,
now.
like, we'll just give you all look like.
Don't fucking talk to me. What you find? What you find? What you find?
Well, let me see here. Right, House 0632. I think that's us. Oh yeah, self-designation House Diamond Orange. Ah, all right, I got us. Is everybody here, by the way?
Gather around.
Sure.
Okay. All right, let me see here. Subjectivity development and talent experiment. Okay, that's weird. Members Isaac Aster. Oh, Isaac, they're starting with the Fenrir project, NHP compliant synthetic pilot. Clementine. I don't know. NHP compliant synthetic pilot.
Let me see that. And he like goes right over your shoulder and just like reads this.
Kind of huddles his neck into his body.
Takes that, doesn't know what he was planning to or hear. Definitely not that. And there's an uncharacteristic silence to him as he kind of settles back, maybe leans onto your bed, kind of take that information in.
All right. Clementine, you're next. We got potential insurgent or morale manipulation opportunity, Dawnline Shore expansion initiative.
What?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Morale manipulation.
Morale
Word
manipulation.
manipulation is doing a lot of work there.
Huh?
And what's the Dawnline Shore?
That's where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, not quite sure what any of that means, but hey, yeah, I don't really know what any of that means.
Oh,
All
come
right.
on, Clem. You can't put any of that together? Insurgent or morale manipulation?
That I don't know why what
Eyebrow?
screams insurgent or morale manipulating person. I don't know how any of that.
Alright, Clem.
Well, that
Hands in the air.
that brings us to you, Nil. 95th percentile nascent piloting skill, talent development and subjectivity extraction candidate. What the hell does that even mean?
It means they're very good at what they do.
Oh
think.
no, I got that part. 90. Well, actually, is 95th percentile the top or the bottom? I never understood that.
It's the top.
Okay,
it's the top.
so. All right, so yeah, is good pilot, talent development and subject. What does anybody know what subjectivity extraction means?
I think it kind of sounds like something that Professor Slate said at one point. Like, I feel like 1 second, I need to look at my note. I need to go back and look at notes. I've been trying to take notes. Flip. Any memory of what has Professor Slate given any sort of lectures on subject on
Yeah, I like the idea that since you have been trying to take over note taking for Sigurd, you've actually got some like scattered notes from Slate about this topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of goes over the broad strokes. You haven't gotten into anything particularly specific. It sounds like that's for another time. But you get like the broader definition of like subjectivity as the collected like memories, personality, and like neurological phenomena of either a sapient being or a synthetic persona like a CompCon or an NHP.
So they want to extract Nils and subjectivity and memory and the entire concept of their that sounds really creepy. Yeah.
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 I think just like not even having gotten to Sigurd yet, just kind of like side eyes.
There's no reaction from him that you can obviously visibly see.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Sigurd, you're up next. We got Sigurd Project, Asset Recovery Attempt number 44, Subjectivity Override Near Stabilizing, Cosmetic Modification Scheduled. What?
Still watching Sigurd.
There's still no visible reaction that you can see. It's just, he's looking at it, arms crossed, from probably behind the couch or wherever we are. But he's just stood there. The most you get is just a, huh.
Yikes.
And, well, that leaves me,
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
No, it's all right. We ain't gotta read that one.
What are you
Oh, I'm
talking
lucky
about?
for you, I could just see it.
Clementine plugs. Clementine plugs in a mouse. What are you saying? I want to see. Plugs in a mouse and scrolls down.
He is going to. You are not plugging something into the computer.
Hey, I want to see.
Fine. Don't plug. Just don't plug shit into the computer. Just fine. Just take the damn thing.
Thank you. Who's Michael?
Me.
Oh, wait. Your name's Michael? Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I just don't go by it, but yeah.
oh. Michael.
Milo suits you better.
Yeah, Milo's a lot better.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely better than Mikey.
Okay. Oh,
Ugh.
there's only one file on here. Let's see. Low risk support pilot replace after. Oh no, that's mean. That's mean. That's really mean.
All right. Well, we know I'm expendable, so that.
No, you're
No.
not.
Thanks, everybody. That's it. I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. So what do we do with that information?
I think we
I
just
think-
keep it for now.
Yeah, I think for right now, you get out of my room, all of you, and you just, go about your lives and,
There's nothing we can do with it for now, at the very least.
I think kind of shuffling out, maybe particularly Sigurd, but potentially anyone else who kind of remembers how guilty Nil seemed to look after Sigurd got wheeled away, after the off-planet assignment. Similar kind of expression of just like, "Ugh." Like, I don't feel good about that.
Sure, we don't want to talk about it. Like,
Isaac doesn't mince words. Just leaves the room after a
Okay.
long look at Milo's computer screen. Kind of locks the door behind him in his room.
Okay.
Is there something that you really want to talk about it? Otherwise, I do have somewhere I do need to be.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a number of us are in potential, I don't know, active danger. It feels like we should do something about I don't know, at least acknowledge it.
I'm unsure about the idea of active danger. It doesn't seem like, if anything, Harrison deems any of us a threat. I don't think any of us are in any immediate danger. If we were, they probably would have mentioned as much.
And to be frank with you, I'm basically doing everything I can do right now, so if there's any course of action anyone else wants to take, that's up to them.
Very well. Then, if that is all, excuse me. And he's going to bow out of the room and bow out of the house altogether.
Oh, shit.
Unless he is stopped, but otherwise, like, you can hear just, like, the front door close.
Mm. I think there's, like, a split second where pretty much everyone else is dispersed, but Nil and Clem, and Nil just kind of gives Clem a... There's a complicated expression there, and then just turns to go to their own quarters.
See you later.
Later, Clem.
Clem is just looking at the door where Sigurd left and is like, alrighty. And Clement's gonna try to follow Sigurd. Because Clem how concerned.
Absolutely.
Sneakily.
Yeah, okay. That's totally fine. He's going to see the doctor.
Mm.
You know the way, you've been there before, so pretty easy to pick up on.
I think Clementine just kind of stops outside and realizes where you're going and suddenly is slightly worried because you're going into the R&D. I don't think Clementine knows anybody. I feel like Clementine wouldn't know anybody at the R&D place. Like
Unlikely, yeah.
Yeah. So Clementine is like weighing his options of, okay, can I go in and follow Sigurd in there? I guess not. Clementine actually thinks of something. Who was the person who I remember during the dinner session when Clementine was talking to the Harrison Armory designer? What was his name?
It's Jack Bryant.
Jack Bryant. Yeah, he gave him a name. Clementine was talking. Jack Bryant gave a name about somebody in R&D. Like, that's more of a question for R&D. When Clementine was asking about the applications of the gravity manipulation of the Iskander. I'm trying to think of who that might have been. Do you happen to remember, or is that...
Sorry, could you repeat that question?
I think it was the head of that department. I think it was Slade.
Slate.
I think.
Okay. I wonder if Slate is at R&D right now. And is going to, like, walk in after a little bit and wait until Sigurd's left, but also just sort of walk in there, almost.
Yeah, for sure.
And try to listen to if they're, like, any sort of and try and see if, like, hey, walk up to somebody and say, hey, is Professor Slate in?
I think you get waylaid briefly. You get kind of like, oh, we'll check on that for you, if you wouldn't mind holding. Sigurd, you're heading in to see Dr. Wachter.
Yeah.
It's a familiar path. Again, a little deeper in, but not too much further until you're back toward Dr. Wachter's office. the doctor's been alerted that you are on the way and is sitting behind their desk. What's the vibe as you enter?
Simply right now, there's no vibe. It's just deadpan as always. However, he does like take his hand out of his pocket and you can see like it's just wrapped like still in paper towels. He just wants to get it stitched up.
Gotcha. Yeah, you head in, and as soon as you like kind of extend the wound, Dr. Varsh is like, "Oh, Sigurd, what happened? Oh, also, we could get a nurse to do this for. I mean, I'm happy to help you myself, but if you wouldn't mind, just here, take a seat." And they kind of like hurriedly sit you down on the other half of the desk and start kind of like rummaging around to grab some tools around the room, grabs their first aid kit. What is this? What happened?
Knife slipped when I was trying to make something. That's all.
Oh, and your companions were not available to help you. You walked quite a way for such a thing. Are you doing all right? How are you feeling?
Physically feeling normal.
Okay.
I did not think to ask if any of them were versed in medical knowledge and suturing. I figured the wound better suited to...
That's okay. We also have an urgent care on campus if you need to a similar sort of triage in the future. Just this is fine. Sigurd.
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, I'm just gonna check your narrative triggers real quick. Can you give me an investigate real quick?
Give me 1 second to actually open up my sheet. Investigate?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. 11. 13, actually.
Yeah, because you got the +2. You are sitting here while Dr. Voctor performs triage on you. And there's been a lot of thoughts rattling around in the back of your mind. There have been a lot. You've been given much to think about.
Mm-hmm.
And you are receiving just simple stitches, little wound care. You've got a little bit of a Sigurd, not Sigurd. Dr. Voctor does a bandage wrap around the cut itself.
Mm-hmm.
And there is an unpracticed shake to Dr. Voctor's hands in this moment that seems a little odd. It feels a little out of place. Obviously, Dr. Voctor's not a surgeon. Dr. Voctor's not someone who is ordinarily trained to like perform regular like meat and potatoes first aid.
Yeah.
But that hint kind of prods your memory to roll back through all the times you have undergone procedures with Dr. Voctor present, and you are quickly remembering and realizing that Dr. Voctor has... This is maybe the first direct care Dr. Voctor has ever given you. They've always had nurses, actual surgeons, other medical staff who are the ones actually applying hands to you, and the unsteadiness of Dr. Voctor's ability to stitch a wound feels prominent, unduly prominent in this moment.
It's definitely recognized, and I think it's very much a thing of just like, if you would prefer me to seek someone else for this, I've just always known to come to you for anything that has happened.
No, I can handle this. That is perfectly fine. Although, as I mentioned, you would not have had to wait as long as you did if you had gone to the nurse more directly. But I'm more than happy to take care of you, Sigurd. Under what circumstances did you drop this a knife? I know you experienced some headaches, some fatigue, some grogginess after the exercise. Is that lingering? Is that has that been persistent? Has your new refill of medication not been sufficient?
T cocks his head a little bit. Which practice are you speaking of? The
outing, the field trip.
Oh, no, the medication has been fine. I simply wanted to try to make something for my fellow housemates. They've been doing everything. I thought I should give it a shot, and I fumbled.
Oh. Yes, it's
That
okay.
is all.
We're all a little clumsy sometimes, I suppose.
Yeah. How badly is our hand shaking?
The word unpracticed comes to mind. Certainly someone who knows the steps, someone who understands how they are supposed to do this, but not someone who practices it regularly, or maybe even at all.
It's it's just kind of watching and just like at one point just goes, ow.
Oh. My apologies. Yeah, let me get that stitched up for you.
Did I pull you away from something?
No, I've a few different projects to manage in the meantime, but I have ample free time between them for at least for today.
You have many.
A handful, not too many, but the academy keeps me busy.
I think just very much like stops and just kind of looks at her. Are you okay?
Oh, fine. I'm doing great. Maybe a little stressed. It's been a long year.
Has it?
Oh, it's midterms and the ongoing goings on.
In classic Sigurd fashion, I think I wouldn't know.
I hope that you and your housemates are not stressing too much about the upcoming games or the just past midterms. I hope you did fairly well on that.
Yes. Are you not apprised of my grades? I thought you would be.
Oh, only on occasion, but it's not the sort of information I usually go to collect. You have your own educational managers, especially since you've discharged. Your education is beyond the scope of my attention. I'm mostly concerned with your personal well-being, the progression of your medication, and to see if your psychological condition is improving. There we go.
Have you?
And she finishes wrapping, stitching and wrapping the bandage up. It's functional, if just a little bit messy.
Mm-hmm. Has there been any updates on your side, I suppose?
Well, if you're interested in seeing how you are towards the end of the semester, it seems that you have been socializing well, that you have been, I don't know about making friends, but that is not always the easiest thing to do. But participating in the academy's classes, in the activities, generally managing yourself in a comfortable fashion. So I think if we are hoping that towards the end of the semester, if you are still in kind of a stable state as you are now, that we can maybe move forward with your treatment, or maybe even start moving you towards a full recovery as opposed to a kind of the halfway of a place you are in right now.
And he does stop and just kind of like folds his hands together now after getting it stitched. More like testing it to see if it just how it feels. And what if I don't?
Sorry.
What if I don't regain anything?
Well, then we'll have to explore other avenues of treatment. It's a bit of a struggle. Also, I suppose we can have that conversation when the time comes. The hope is well, whether or not you regain memories, that you are regain and retrain your skills as a pilot, so that maybe you can return to your old career. We have ample training, housing, jobs, etc. We have a lot available set up for you should the need arise, and obviously, given your past service to the Harrison Armory, a lot is owed to you. We owe a lot back to you as someone who has given us your time and your labor, and in this context, so much of your mind that we intend to preserve and maintain, such that we can continue to take care of you.
I don't know how he responds to any of this. I think it's just generally just, I see. And for you, when my project's over, to bigger and better things?
I suppose we'll see. I mean, given the severity of your condition, I would hope that we would stay in contact at least somewhat, and I would not mind continuing to be a point of contact for you. I think we have developed some rapport over our time to spend together. It's been quite a while, but yes, I would likely move to another project for the Academy.
I have another question.
Of course.
Did I know you before?
Oh, before your accident? Before the incident? No.
And he nods.
Our first contact was mine with your quite unconscious corporeal form. I was assigned to your case as a recovery specialist.
How long has it been since then?
I want to say 30, 40 months. A few years. In the springtime. As I had just finished my trainings on the specialty.
Months.
30, 40. So, just over under 3 years.
That shakes him a bit.
You were unconscious for most of it.
I suppose.
It's a very severe
coma.
Yeah, must have been. Sorry, I've taken up a lot of your time.
I like I said, I have the time to spare if there's anything you want to talk about.
No, it's okay. Thank you, though.
Alright.
I should get out of here.
As you wish.
Thank
Please-
you for your time.
Of course, as always, let me know if you have got. If you feel anything odd, strange, different. If you remember anything.
Yeah. Nothing yet. Sorry.
Well, have a good day, Sigurd.
You too. And does not waste time quickly getting out of there, head bowed down as he exits.
Yeah. Clem. You are waiting on
right.
the rewinding very slightly. Hoping for access to Professor Slate.
Yes.
And there's some notifications. Just like, oh, take a look. It looks like they're in a meeting. Is this an academic concern? I'm sure there are message boards that you could, or was it more of an urgent matter?
It's an urgent academic matter.
It's an urgent academic matter. Oh, that's like a code orange, maybe closer to yellow. All right, I'll see
Yeah.
if
Have you had
they're
lunch yet?
available. No, and thank you for asking.
This is why I always come prepared. Brings out about a little thing of granola, of like chocolate covered granola. A little snack for ya.
Ooh, I mean, I don't mind. Let's be
Come
a
on,
little
I mean, nobody-
bad. That sounds great.
Yeah,
Like a little
no, of
treat.
course. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well,
Tell you what.
you look. Secretaries and the people at the deck here do like twice the work.
Oh, and don't I know
They
it,
have to
hon?
manage anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. No, let me tell you what. So, let's get you... They're in a meeting right now, but they're going to be out in like 20, 30 minutes. I can direct you in the area if you wouldn't mind waiting. It should only be, like I said, like 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
As long as it's not too long. You don't mind if I
Absolutely.
just like pace around. I hope it doesn't
No,
bother you.
feel free. The only thing is that the most of the areas, because R&D things are locked up for people doing this and that and the other thing experimentally. So just keep an eye out for whatnot. I'll get you a badge. So you're looking for this floor, and there's a nice little waiting area right outside of where they are. If you want to take pop a squad over there.
Happily. Clem is gonna start. Clem will walk around, but Clem's trying to be as snoopy as he can without, I guess, objectively breaking rules, but I guess, he will just wait.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to try and find, like, how closely do you want to have tried to do this interaction to be able to, like, listen in on Sigurd's conversation?
You know what? No, I think it actually is fine.
Okay.
Let's not worry too much about
Yeah,
this.
absolutely. Then yeah, in about 10 minutes of waiting, you see Slate exit a meeting. Has a clipboard. It is kind of jotting notes down in a large pad. Kind of gaze kind of like drifts across you, but doesn't make a particular notice of you, and looks like they intend to walk past.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Oh, Clementine, hi. What can I do for you?
Hi. I apologize. I've been trying to follow up on this for a while. I talked to I was talking, so back at the dinner,
Here, walk and talk, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
Slate, as always, maintains a stalking pace wherever they walk, as long as you are, but is happy to talk as long as you keep up.
Yeah. I was talking to sorry. I was talking to David his name is, sorry, I've already forgotten. David Bryant?
Yes, Jack Bryant. Yeah.
Jack Bryant. I was talking to Mr. Bryant, Jack, over at the dinner, and I was asking him a couple questions about the Iskander, and that led to a couple things, and then he referred me to you about a couple questions, and I was just hoping I could pass one or two of them along.
Oh, sure. Jack's a very smart fellow. He's got his head in a lot, but he's more on the design end of things. What were you looking for? What kind of information?
Well, it kind of, sort of, coincidentally, was related to the lecture on think tank and subjectivity that you were doing earlier as well.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of high concept. We've got another unit on it next semester that's a little bit more in depth. Just kind of went over some of the basics.
Yeah, and of course I just got my first level of the scanner license.
Congratulations.
And it got me to thinking a lot about how think tank and sort of not exactly artificial, but non-human subjectivities created in itself, and I started wondering if we can create subjectivities. Could you theoretically take one's own subjectivity and then replicate it for a different purpose?
Yeah. So it's theoretically possible. And it is. And there have been experiments. People have tried. Harrison's got a little bit of a history with it. I'm sure you're familiar with the fact that our current founder at the Armory is Harrison III, who looks identical to Harrison II, who looks identical to Harrison I. Cloning as distinct from... They are all distinct subjectivities. They're not the same person, fundamentally. But who you are as a person is really dependent on a lot of factors. Like, this is part of the reason the subjectivity experiments were as complicated as they were when they happened, is because each of the... if you try and transplant the full sensomemory complex of an organism into a machine, into another body, into something like that, the problem is your body is so much of who you are. Clem, I remember you're the one you're a baked goods enjoyer, right? You're do you ever get like a real craving for something really, really salty, or craving for like sugar or something, or not?
Oh yeah, constantly.
A lot of that experience, well, and clearly that's something you actively think of, right? Is like you have the thought, well, I could really go for a cupcake right now.
Yeah.
That thought, despite being part of your subjectivity, part of your personal experience of in combination with your memory and senses, comes from the fact that likely at that point in time, your body, very frequently your liver, really craves a particular nutrient that it associates with whatever sweet food you're really into at that point in time. So, despite the fact that it is not just theoretically possible, but practically possible to copy and paste and recreate even human subjectivities, and it is don't really have time to get into it right now, but it is a misconception that NHPs are synthetic, are artificially created, because in a lot of ways the problem with NHPs is that they have to come from root subjectivities that then we have to fork off. That, like I said, the advanced lecture is further down. We'll get to it in the second unit.
Yeah.
But as soon as that subjectivity becomes aware, as soon as it is more or less conscious, that's going to immediately diverge from whatever consciousness you already had. So, for example, right now, right, you are Clementine and I am Slate. If we copy pasted ourselves exactly down to the atom, and there was a Clem 2 and a Slate 2 in front of us, as soon as they experience an alternative sensory input, they feel a breeze that we don't, they detect a scent that we don't, then by all intents and purposes, that's a distinct person now, even though, especially immediately after that switch happens, both of you are going to have very aligned knowledges. So someone trying to recreate a subjectivity for XYZ purpose will need to have a profoundly tight control on all of those inputs, all of those impulses. And it's likely that...
So who they interact with, the kinds of things they eat, their entire schedule, you would have to micromanage it down to almost the individual action to...
It would have to be very controlled. Now, that's not to say that it depends. All that depends on purpose, right? Like, why are you creating this thing in the first place? If you're just trying to, I mean, if you're just trying to extract the knowledge, ask the original person to write a book. That's going to be a better communication of the things you're trying to do. If you want someone to perform a task, then train someone else up on it. If you're trying to copy paste, like, this is the part, well, there's a couple of reasons that these experiments didn't go particularly far, but like the practical usage of maintaining or copying or recording subjectivities is fairly fraught, just because the utility therein is it's so narrow. You have to be you would have to be doing that for a very, very specific purpose. So that was a bit of a ramble. I was, like I said, a lot of that's going to get covered in Unit 2. But I appreciate the interest. What is there any? You said you were talking to Jack about this previously?
Oh yeah. Well, he brought up how I started asking him a bunch of questions about the utility of such disposable weapon as the crap. Sorry, I need to look up its name real quick. Fuck you, ComCon. Where are you, ComCon? Whatever. The rotary cannon that the Iskander uses is practically disposable. And I was asking questions about how that came to be, and he referred to me, oh, that was all think tank. And I just wanted to think of what kind of subjectivity can actually would create that.
Well, and the think tank is very complicated. The think tank is not just one, but many NHPs whose subjectivities exist far beyond the cognizant bounds of what we as humans even consider conscious thought. They operate on a almost a different axis than conception. I think it is almost even a misconception to label what the think tank does when it outputs a design or concept as thought. It is a process that almost exists a layer beyond thought and onto a kind of informational processing and output that we don't necessarily have language to be able to understand or adapt.
Yeah. Which is why I guess it's a little silly when I was thinking of like, oh, well, if one can create an artificial subjectivity, then I could create a little mini me to help me with design processes.
I mean, you could try.
That was just kind of, it was a weird, silly thought.
Well, I mean, in more actuality, if that's a type of tool set you're particularly interested in, obviously, companion concierge units are going to be able to accomplish, I'm going to say 90% of what you want most of the time in that concept, because as a bright young mind, what you want is probably less ideation and a lot more just utility. Someone you can ask questions to, something you can vet designs with, someone who has the access to the full knowledge of the cosmos as present on the OmniNet. But if you have an NHP nearby, like a personal NHP, the longer they spend with you, the more they will be able to understand and adapt to your personality in ways that companion concierge units simply aren't able to by limits of how they process and repeat information.
Of course.
It's part of the reason that NHPs are so valuable interpersonally within piloting, is that that relationship can go both ways, is that NHPs can have a profound effect on the pilot and how they choose to do actions, and vice versa. As the pilot pilots alongside the NHP, both learn to complement each other's actions in ways that go beyond conscious thought.
By the way, that's... No, sorry to... Like, I know you're probably busy. I just wanted to take up your time and talk to you about that briefly.
No, I appreciate it. Look, I would not be teaching if I did not want to be a resource for my students.
Yeah, but before I go, I do have one little question.
Yeah, what's up?
A question. Would I make a good soldier, do you think? Just weird, just random thought.
Do you have any kind of, like, read a situation roles?
Let's see. I don't have, no, I don't, but I do have charm to seem like this is a 100% an innocent question.
Yeah, give me that.
I'm gonna use my friendship dice that you gave me.
Hell yeah.
Alright. 20. Unnatural.
Unnatural 20, okay. Slate kind of like stops for a second and turns to you, kind of considers and puts down their notes for the time being, kind of like stops paging through their papers. Clem, I think you have the chance to be an exceptional soldier. You are a highly adaptable individual. You have a mind for the tech in a way that a lot of other students don't. And I think you could be a valuable asset to any number of teams you are on. I do think that you would need to be deployed in very specific environments. I think you would thrive in a narrow range of environments, and part of what I think you should look into doing, if being a soldier or a mercenary or frankly a deployed pilot is where you want the end goal of your career to be, you should start keeping a very open mind about how you could apply your piloting skills for the benefit of your self and your community.
Of course. If I can be helpful, I guess that's good. Sorry. Thanks, Professor. I'll see you later. Bye.
Absolutely.
Oh, do you want a granola? I gave most of it to the...
Oh, I'll pass. I've had meal for today.
Okay, yeah. Bye.
Slate walks off. You kind of like look back after walking and talking with Slate and see Sigurd exit the R&D building. Sigurd, where are you headed?
I think just back.
Just back.
Back to House Diamond Ordens.
Yeah.
I don't think they know what to do with themselves after that. So they don't notice you, Clem, so they just continue walking.
Time kind of wants to talk to you, but it's like, I probably shouldn't, and I feel like this might blow up in my face like it has many times when I've tried to help Nil, so Clem's not gonna follow you back, but know that Sigurd is on Clementine's thoughts. A lot.
You're thinking about me as I point my fingers together.
Yeah, but not serious or anything. Okay. Yeah. Clementine is probably gonna go. What kind of? If Clementine has nothing else to do, he's probably just gonna go to the hangar or something.
Yeah, sounds good. Who am I picking on next? Any volunteers from the Milo Nil tier group?
Blink, blink.
I was gonna say.
I like had an idea of what to do, and then like all of that happened, and now my brain is moving.
Sorry.
No, it was
Oh,
really
that's really
good.
good.
Nil, then, if you wouldn't mind.
Beams my eyes at you.
You've got a notification on your phone from Lana. You've got 3 missed calls.
Oh no.
Shit.
No.
Oh, yeah. Reads the message first.
Yeah.
And then...
Just a finished reviewing your contract, double checked with local legal. We should have a conversation about this.
All right. Instant dial. Like.
All right. Hey, Neil.
Hello.
Straight to business.
Yes.
All right. So, we were talking about breaking contract. Do you know what an adjacent clause is?
I can take a guess.
Yeah. So that's paperwork we didn't get, but was legally bindingly included in the contract that we had. I now have that text and have reviewed that text as it pertains to a subsection related to breaking the contract.
All right.
All right, I will go into further detail, but to preface, you breaking the contract voluntarily would be very bad unless you already have made enough mana, enough cash to pay off the numerous penalties associated with breaking contract. The conditions under which are if Harrison Academy breaks contract due to unsatisfactory value provided by the concerned party, that being you. If SSC breaks the contract due to a perceived non-recipient of value from the concerned party. Or you voluntarily choose to break the contract under a condition other than as defined by the clauses, almost all of which are just devastating personal injury for the most part. Under most of those conditions, you will be in debt forever. And I'm not talking like car loans debt, I'm not talking cruise ship debt, I'm talking penal colony debt.
Okay.
Now, whether or not that's enforceable under the pillars and guidelines as provided by Union, deeply questionable. But then you're going to end up in a legal fight between Union, if we can get a hold of them, and they have someone involved who is willing to take our case, which is, as of right now, given the other conflicts that they're in right now, slim pickings at best. Or there is a non-zero chance Harrison decides to take that chance and do some illegal shit anyway to enforce this contract because they exist enough in the gray sphere of space that they can get away with stuff regardless of what Union decides is right and just. Good news is, if you don't break contract, you will be filthy rich and have a plethora of enormous resources heaped upon you by both Harrison Academy and SSC upon graduation.
Yeah.
But they do not want you leaving until they have wrung the last drops of value out of you.
Mm-hmm. maybe audibly nauseous over the call. Resting. So we're fucked, is kind of what I'm hearing in this.
I mean,
I'm hearing that we are, unless we can prove that they are not doing everything in their power to, I don't know, hold up their end of the bargain, but that's gonna be a tough one.
I mean, like I said, the upside is if you fill out the contract, nothing goes wrong. Like, all of these are punitive clauses. But if you want
Just to be clear,
out, bad news.
Lana, there's... Fuck, I don't know how to even start. There's more going on than just... It's not just about Septimus being on campus. Fuck! I don't know how to fucking talk about this. Okay, so... I think there's... like... I think Neil just starts spilling everything about, like... Okay, so... We did this off-planet assignment, and I was losing my fucking mind, and I had nothing left. I was totally on the worst withdrawals of my fucking life. Talks about, like... you know, how the call from House Slime and like the weird side effects from Sigurd's drugs, and then all the stuff that came after the fight with the Monarch talking to the fucking guy, and then just like all the way up to discovering what we just learned. Like, all at once, one long stream, one thought directly into the next. Talks about finally catches up, just like, yeah, so I think that they're gonna, like, I don't fucking know, copy-paste my whole shit onto somebody else, maybe Sigurd. I don't fucking know.
You get stunned silence over the other half of the phone for a hot minute, for sure. Okay. So, step one, have you been taking anything recently? I know, I understand, but I am going to ask regardless.
No, and frankly, I wish I fucking was, because maybe it would be easier to know what the fuck to do right now.
Great. No, appreciate that, Han. So, cool. That's insane. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying that it's insane.
know, and this is why it's been so fucking hard to talk about it, and why I wasn't even sure if I probably shouldn't. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know.
I do
know.
feel liable now that I have heard all of these things, and that is a concern to me. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, for sure. I mean, there's a chance. What was the wording you used? Look, technical wording can sound scary, right? Like I got a hysterectomy at one point, and that's a bunch of scary syllables strung together that have a medical definition. Maybe subjectivity extraction is like a chill process, actually. There's a chance that whatever they're doing in the back end, or like, I don't know, I don't, you never worked retail, did you?
As someone, wait, sorry, what?
Retail? You never worked retail, did you? You always got like mean stuff to say about, I know! I'm just saying, there might be ways to rationalize this.
Okay. But as someone who just went through all my fucking legal paperwork bullshit, did those words come up? Did I sign myself away and not even know what the fuck I was signing up for?
I mean,
those words ring any bell to you in that order, in this context?
There's
fucking no.
There is some implication that they intend to monitor your performance, but like that's a pretty loose. No. I mean, it's a pretty loose definition is the thing. It's like recording data. There's I assumed that a lot of the technical jargon in this document has to do with piloting. I am not a subject matter expert. I can fucking Control F your contract to see if those specific words come up, if you would like.
Do it.
Yeah, like 6 times. It's in the document like 6 times.
Fuck. I think they just flopped down in their bed. You're shitting me.
I mean, there's a lot of, like I said, it's surrounded by a bunch of other fucking other bullshit I don't know the name, the context of.
I don't know, maybe you're right and I'm just confused because
I mean, they care about brand image. If you want to talk to them about it, you want to make sure you're on the same page about what their intent is with you. You've got a line to the top. We've done it before. We can do it again.
Yeah, but I don't know. They're gonna have questions about how I came to all these fucking conclusions and where I'm getting my information from, and that's just gonna... I don't know. I'll cool it. I'll just relax. It's not a big deal right now. I think there's an element, like, despite how animated and freaked out Nil seemed a moment ago, I think there's this element of, like, before all of this, Lana would not have heard a lot of genuine fear in Nil's voice before. And I think Nil has been kind of, like, top of their game, very mature, very confident. That's just all shot. I think their true age, their true like inexperience is coming through in this moment.
Honestly, I think in this moment, Nil also can tell that likewise, this being first, I think Lana gets rattled by that. Like, I think Lana, like, by tone of voice, you can tell has given that you have always been such a smooth operator, like, hearing you this put out, this disheveled, this concerned about stuff, is shaking the foundation. Well, I can do what I can do for you, Nil. I can run. I can run through contract. I can keep running through contracts. I am intending to continue to be your PR. Can't make these decisions for you though.
No, I know. I really do appreciate the work you've put in. I don't know. We'll do what we gotta do.
Here if you need anything. Maybe next time we might want to do this in person.
Fuck, yeah. Yes. I guess... Let me know if you happen to find out any more. I know you've been...
Yeah, I'll do my best. Writing posts for your socials is about to get a lot weirder, harder.
Not fucking asshole. I don't want to... Thank you for taking care of it.
Of course.
Fuck.
Look, that's the easy part. That's the stuff I'm used to. This shit is... Woof.
Alright, I'm hanging up. Bye. Click.
Tis quiet in House Diamond Ordnance.
I think I'm okay to let that hang if there's something... If there's anything anyone else wants to do, or...
I think I might have something, but I think Milo wanted to do something. I didn't want to step
No,
on.
you go ahead. You go ahead.
Try not to step on any toes.
So anyway, I punched Nil.
Okay! Interesting thing to do right now.
No. That's later. For now, I think Isaac, the door to his room closes, or slides close behind him, locks, and he kind of falls back into it. The thin veneer of sarcasm and carefreeness kind of leaving him as the words on Milo's screen kind of ping back and forth in his mind. Synthetic pilot. Synthetic. And as he continues to think, the pounds of a numbness build behind his eyes, and he can feel his hands begin to kind of tremble at his sides as his breath becomes more and more worried and hoarse, and a ghost of what they were going in. And he kind of shambles through his apartment-sized room, eventually just not breaking through, but breaching the bathroom. A cold sweat building on his brow as he goes over to the sink, flicks it on, and just starts rubbing the cold water into his face. Come on, I said come on. And after the third kind of rinse, he'll look up at his reflection and spot his features kind of building his face through the haze in his vision. And from the sort of top end of the mirror, there's a strange reflection, a creature descending down perilously with a low growl kind of ruminating through the air. Shocks him out of his senses, and he falls back, turning to see mud and lasers and an idle screen playing. New update came out. As he sees the sort of this super pixelated monster coming forth from a brush on the screen, as the main menu continues to play out. He settles, his heart sort of beginning to find some semblance of normalcy, but that word never leaves his mind. I'm not fake. I'm real. I was born for this. I can't be fake. I can't. And he shambles over to his bed, his room, Spartan in its construction. For as big as it is, it's hollow. Just a bed atop a slight incline in the floor. One pillow, single sheet. He curls up in it, kind of flinging his jacket haphazardly to the side. Pulls out his phone. Kind of just idly stares at the text prompts. Swallows thickly and ghosts his thumb over the group chat for the team. There's a visible shake in his hand as he eventually relents and looks down and scrolls past them. And before putting his phone down, he'll pick it back up and scroll again through his contacts and eventually lands on one titled simply Izzy. Looks at it for a moment and opens up the chat. And it is entirely text that he has sent, all with the tagline, "Message not sent." And stares at his last text. It was probably sent out maybe a couple days ago. And he begins to start typing. Even though he knows his messages will never be shown to anyone. And I think he just sits there in his room, curled up, typing away his feelings. That's all I got. I don't think he'll probably emerge from his room unless someone comes for him. And even then, probably just silence.
Understood. Milo, how are you doing after everyone else has left?
I think he probably spends a solid hour just staring at nothing. And when he finally kind of comes back to himself, he starts just looking into subjectivity. What does subjectivity extraction mean? What does subjectivity override mean? What does NHP compliant synthetic pilot mean? Can he find anything about the Dawnline Shore expansion initiative? What is morale manipulation? Like, he's just trying to
really trying to dig in.
Yeah, like he's trying to get into every little thing and just try and understand, like, excuse me, like, what the fuck did I just read?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think pretty obviously that first hour was just him being like, oh, this university thinks I'm fucking useless. And just kind of sitting with that thought and how he has been how that has been a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he knows what to do with that quite yet, but that's definitely the thought he's been having.
Well, in accordance with those feelings about competency, how are you looking for public information about these things, or are you going digging on the internals?
Oh, I'm digging on the internals.
Sick. How? All right. So let's say you're basically looking for more details for all of the line items except your own.
I don't need anything about
There's nothing more to explore there for you.
Yeah.
All of these are medium distinct. I'll say that there is some crossover between the like subjectivity aspects of Nil and Sigurd's files, if you're just kind of like looking for into that subjectivity in general. You're looking, yeah, both like subjectivity override, subjectivity extraction, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then Dawnline Shore stuff, and what is a synthetic pilot, more or less. I'm going to say that this is dangerous. Like, to get good information on that in the internal network, we are starting to get into the zone of things that I warned about before, which is like, if you want to start touching these files, I'm going to ask for rolls for them, which you are fairly competent at, but these are going to get risky fast. But I am super down for it. I think that's going to be 3 distinct roles. There is also stuff if you want to spend time looking for information on those things more broadly, but you're obviously going to get much more specific, much more in-depth, much more kind of actionable information if you go digging on the internals.
Right, yeah. Oh, I don't think he really wants the broad aspects. I think he really does just want, like,
the time is past for broad strokes.
Yeah, like, what can I find in this now? From this place.
Sounds like a plan. Which one of those do you want to dig into first?
Let's do
Ooh.
let's just start with
That's kind of nasty.
What?
How do you feel about this? So the danger here, right, is that you access these pieces of information in such a way that it would be traced back to you.
Oh.
Do you want to know what you roll? I'm happy to give you the information on all of these regardless. Would you like to know what you roll, or would you like me to keep it a secret?
Fucking shit.
That's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
Secrets for the secret god.
Let's keep it secret, and then also with the knowledge that I do have a D6 from...
Sounds
from-
good.
from the intro.
All right. Then how do I want to do this? Because I want to make sure there's a solid record of these.
I think you can do technically
Oh,
you can do like
private
a
roll?
private roll through and then
Private
just
GM roll.
screenshot it.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right. What's your hacker fix again?
It is +6.
+6. And I will take note of these.
Oh god,
That's
I'm
fucking awesome. The fact that it shows you, the fact that it. Oh wait, no one look at the stream. No one look at the stream. No one look at the stream. I just realized we're gonna see your perspective.
I'm not looking at the screen.
I didn't see anything.
Okay.
I'm so
Here,
scared.
now push it up with like some bullshit.
Yeah, I can just delete it. I got one more to make. All 3. Okay.
Sorry, what did I come back to?
I made
I'm
some
in
secret rolls.
danger.
So,
Alright.
Milo has gone digging into 3 of the topics associated with your case file. And Milo's going to get the information regardless, but neither Milo nor Matt know whether or not they have tripped a security breach such that that information could be traced back to them.
And oh boy,
All right, so I've
how
got...
locked down is your room?
Um,
That's the real question.
and would you like to commit your D6 to the lowest of those rolls?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to make the D6 public,
Oof.
just for fun. Okay?
You're gonna make the D6 what?
Public.
Oh, okay.
So you know the D6. You got a 4. Above average. All right. You've gone digging. So what do you want to know about first of the 3? And those 3 being, what is the context around this synthetic pilot thing? And what is the Dawnline Shore Initiative? And what information can you give me around subjectivity, extraction / override / whatever projects are going on here in general?
Let's do subjectivity extraction.
Yeah. So, you get pretty much, as soon as you start digging, there is you manage to crack R&D. You manage to dig into their network infrastructure. Genuinely, your background on like star stations is doing you a huge favor in all of this, managing through this network, because you really already know how to manipulate and navigate through all these weird little unassociated or unforgiving or unresponsive hardware software systems to get what you want. Because back on the station, you would need to do that shit all the time just to like crack open people's mechs to fix them properly. And this is... It's taken you a while to really get used to this hardware, but it is taking you where you want to go, and with help from you and Clementine's algorithm, you've got a much better like workflow for digging into information that you want. You're still a little fuzzy on the security protocols and whether or not you're bypassing those effectively, but no alarms are going off immediately as far as you can tell.
That's good.
And even if there were, you wouldn't be able to see them. the amount of projects and files and just raw data surrounding the broader topic of subjectivity within Harrison Academy is enormous, and long-lived. It looks like this location has been a experimentation ground for subjectivity for as long as Harrison Academy has existed. At least in the vein of what Nephilim said about the idea of if you want to make something that thinks it's a person, you basically construct a society around it that exists on rigid and odd and sometimes a little bit arcane rules, so that when something is weird, they don't notice, and so that the people around them don't notice when they're weird. Subjectivity extraction, specifically, is more or less copy-pasting personality. It's taking someone's memories and past knowledge and personality, and in the context of what it looks like Harrison is doing right now, skills. It is trying to just, find very highly talented, highly skilled, high aptitude individuals and just yoink their brain so that they can do whatever they want with it in the future. Vis-a-vis subjectivity override bleeds into that pretty immediately, which is machines have proven unuseful at holding human consciousness. They can do it occasionally, but usually not for long periods of time and not without damage or stability issues. And humans are bad at holding machine intelligences because it just can't quite rewire those neurons in a way that is acceptable for it. However, cloning has borne a very interesting opportunity for putting human intelligences inside of human bodies that are not necessarily the bodies that intelligence used to exist inside of. And subjectivity override is the process by which a subjectivity is forced onto and then eventually overtakes the corporeal mind and body of another person. Whether that be a largely mindless clone, whether that be a vat-grown baby, whether that be a living person, someone who already exists in the world, whether that be a way for there are a lot of projects labeled the Immortality Initiative surrounding the idea of making backups of your own consciousness, and then whenever you die, uploading the most recent backup into your best clone that you have on hand. But all of these are in experimental phases. It looks like the number of successes are far outweighed by the number of failures in this project, and yet they certainly have not stopped trying. Within the context of the words subject override near stabilizing, it is heavily implied, and I think you can actually really dig in and try and find the Sigurd project. The Sigurd you know, the Sigurd you talk to, the Sigurd you sit next to, the Sigurd you eat with, the Sigurd you have been piloting alongside, is a subjectivity that has been implanted onto the corporeal form of a clone. And this is the 44th time they have attempted to do that. Every other time has failed, and there are several subjectivity override attempts that are noted as escaped.
Huh.
it looks like part of the reason that this has been applied to Sigurd specifically is because the subjectivity of this designate, and it looks like Sigurd is a designation, not a name. That is the name of the project. That is artificial. It has functionally no connection to the subjectivity as it existed before it was extracted or implanted. Is as a high-value pilot, just a very skilled pilot that they want to be able to replicate and redo. Because this person was very valuable to Harrison Armory, and they want to have there be more of them. And in that vein, they're always looking for new subjectivities that are just as good or better. And that's why Nil is on file here as a, like, well, if this person becomes a good enough pilot, we're gonna yoink that subjectivity and start putting it into clones and making more of them. You okay?
Me? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like
Processing.
I'm trying to think of like what does he even? Because part of my first thought was like I almost want to destroy this thing that's giving me
That would be
access.
undeniably noticeable.
Yeah. No. Like destroy the thing that is giving me access to the OmniNet.
Oh.
But I don't know if I want to do that.
It's so useful.
You got 2 more whole topics of information to get.
Fuck, that was just one. Fuck.
That's just subjectivity.
That was just subjectivity, extraction, and replacement. And I need to still get... Oh yeah. Well, I guess give me what's up about the Dawnline Shore then.
Yeah. So the Dawnline Shore is a series of worlds. It's a series of planets. One of them happens to be Bast, which is Clementine's home planet. Which are just so they're planets that exist in the Goldilocks zone of the nearest star. It's multiple planets in the Goldilocks zone. So imagine if around the sun there were actually like 5 planets that were all viable Earths. Like they were human habitable, terraformable, absolutely high value planets for a combination of just like settlement, for resource extraction, just for living, just like incredibly unique system of planets. Those planets exist kind of in a border dispute between Union, which is the collective of utopians who are trying to make the world a better place, and the Karakin trade baronies, which are a different kind of societal faction, basically two different political factions, and they have been fighting over these planets for a long time, and most specifically the Dawnline Shore expansion initiative. Harrison Armory wants those planets. They want to become the dominant political and factional force on those worlds, despite the fact that those worlds are occupied and independent. Part of the reason that conflict has been so fierce is that all the planets on the Dawnline Shore are independently run and do not want to necessarily be subsumed by either party. Harrison knows that just trying to invade the Dawnline Shore would put a strain on their relationship with Union, so they haven't done that yet. But it seems they have flagged Clementine as a potential asset for either the morale manipulation side of things, either trying to get the people of Bast to be more sympathetic toward Harrison Academy Harrison Armory via Harrison Academy, or turn Clementine into a soldier of fortune against Bast. It's also noted in like that file, in that document, that like Clementine is the kid, or at least is from the family that is currently rules Bast, more or less. And that Clementine's application to the academy was illegitimate, but they accepted it anyway to get the opportunity to attempt to influence Clementine.
All right. I guess that just leaves, what was the last thing I needed to look into?
Synthetic pilot, I believe, were the terms we were
yes.
looking into.
Thank you.
So, digging into this is a little hard. Not just because of all of these are pretty hard to dig into on a face level. You are doing some fucking pro tier hacking. And
But this
Isaac,
is the role that you failed.
no, you're getting all the information, regardless of how those rules turned out, and I'm not telling you how those rules turned out. So Pierce Astaire, Isaac's father, is Isaac's father, but there are records and records and records and lists. Isaac's a test tube baby. Isaac was created from Pierce's genetic DNA and then was more or less biologically handcrafted by a team of scientists to pilot mechs. And not just mechs, but a specific mech designated Fenrir. And you get, like, all the scientific documentation of that process.
And so is Fenrir just an NHP then?
It's a little ambiguous. This is part of where the documentation starts to get a lot more hazy. Because there is all the documentation from the, like, genetic modification and specification and how they were able to, like, I don't know a better way to put this, but, like, artificially inseminate this like synthetic womb to be able to grow Isaac inside of. It is doing so that those genetics are recognized by. It just says Fenrir. It's not necessarily noted whether that's the personality or the NHP or the physical mech that they are inside of, but there's all this documentation of what's called compatibility tests over the course of Isaac's lifetime, like from birth, more or less, that note that Isaac is not rejected. And there are notes of other pilots attempting to interface with Fenrir, and those pilots are listed as rejected, parentheses, not terminated, but like...
Deceased?
Yeah, deceased.
Mm. Mm-hmm. So, I think the only conclusion that he can rightfully come to is that he is living inside of a nightmare, and he is the least useful member of a nightmare team.
I mean, do you want a deeper look at your own file?
Fucking why not? What's it gonna hurt?
Out of almost morbid curiosity, digging into what more Harrison Academy has to say about you specifically. It's so banal. It's so banal compared to the other files and projects and secret staffs, the secret tests being run on other people, all this like weird fucked up brain data. And your file is like, gets okay grades, can't turn in work, excellent aptitude test, will be very good at managing and repairing other team members' mechs and keeping them socially grounded within the cultural atmosphere of the academy. And there's a note that's basically just like, allowed to graduate, get work placement, end of sentence.
Ow.
I think he finishes reading this. I think he fully turns his computer off, and he just lays down in bed. I don't even think he is like on his phone or anything. Actually, no, he probably would be on some sort of device, like basically doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Just unable to function anymore.
If I may, there is something I would like to do.
Please.
I think that goes on for a while. I think there's a lot is happening all at once. People are going through various things. You are dissociating for a bit.
Always a good time at House Time and Ordnance.
And you get a soft knock at your door.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, does he even care to answer? I mean, really, truly.
It's up for you to decide. I think if there's like anything approaching like 10-15 seconds of hesitation, just like one more, and then just like, you know, a distant like Milo?
I think actually your voice, since he recognizes your voice, he sends you a text that just says give me a minute. And it's probably like a full 5 minutes before he gets out.
You hear the video playing on his phone.
Yeah.
Like scrolls on TikTok for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
It's just-
And he will finally answer the door. And I don't know like what his tears look like exactly, but you can tell that he is definitely like red-eyed crying for sure.
Oh shit. Yeah, I think Nil, like in that time would have just been like, okay, like sits down like kind of next to the door, and then finally like hears the door open and just like oh shit, scrambles up, has a beer in each hand, unopened, and then just sees your face, and is just like,
Hands both of them to me.
just like clearly is like, all right, this is not how I was expecting this to go. Like gently proffers one. It's just like, so I'm probably the last fucking person you wanted to see. My bad.
It don't matter.
So another time, or
Oh, you can come in, I guess. Is this a come in situation or is it like a group sort of chat?
No, if I'm allowed, I'll come in.
Alright.
Yeah, just like kind of comes in. I guess having gotten a sense for things earlier, just kind of looks for an appropriate place to like perch a light.
Oh, God. Not fully on topic, but I've wanted to download The Sims so that I could make his room because I can't picture it in my head. But there definitely is like
A place to sit.
like couch. There's like a couch or something in front of a TV. You know what I mean? Like there's it's very like it's there.
Sure. Then yeah, I think just kind of like settles in with a kind of like clearly still feeling the weight of everything that you had just like revealed, and also taking in the fact that clearly there's more to the story. Yeah, so it's been a real shitty time lately, huh?
Yeah, you could say that. I don't mean to be rude, but like, what you want?
I feel like Nils actually kind of surprised, like was not expecting that kind of question. Just like, oh shit, I nothing in particular. I guess I felt bad about all that, and I guess I just wanted to see how you were taking it, and I see that it was bad, so if I need to fuck off, I can.
I think what he would say. You feel bad, I feel bad. Y'all are so much more important than me with everything that's going on here, and I'm just a fucking nobody.
Now, I hope you understand that that's not at all what I took away from any of this. It also just isn't fucking true.
I don't know, Nil. Tell me how it's different. You're 95th percentile, and they want to slot your fucking brain into Sigurd. Like, you mean so much more to these people than I ever will.
Hey, and what the fuck do you care about the types of people who would go slotting other people's brains into other people? Am I?
They're gonna
crazy for saying that
protect
that's
you.
blatantly evil? That's blatantly evil, right? That's just fucked up. What do you care?
I don't know.
What some... I get what you mean. I get what you mean by... Yeah, they give a shit about
What
the
I
rest of
mean,
us, and
yeah, they're. If anything happens to this group, they're gonna protect all y'all, and I'm the odd one out.
I know it's... All of this is real rich coming from any of us after all this. It's you know, what a fun sentiment to express despite, you know, everything. But you're a good person and you're good at what you do, and any of us, even, well, I don't know, I can't speak for Isaac, but I'd like to think that maybe, just maybe, even he would go out of his way for you, you know? The school, the institution we're a part of can write whatever they want, you know, make whatever decisions they want. We, on the other hand, I don't think any one of us agrees. I mean, hell, we wouldn't even know any of this, know half the shit we know, if not for your effort.
I think he's just standing there, like, not even quite looking at you. I just want to help people.
And you do. And you are. To be honest, I also kind of wanted to get your, I don't know, outlook on everything else, on everyone else is too... I think Sigurd's having a hard time grappling with this stuff. Isaac is... Isaac. Clem is... naive. What do you think about all this shit?
I think I'm way in over my head. That's what I really think.
Raises the bottle for a moment before taking a long swig.
I don't even know what to make of everything. You know what I mean? It just... What do you do in this situation? I mean, I didn't even know the efforts my pa went through to get me in here and until I was already in, and I'm afraid I'm just going to throw that all away if I do anything. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to make of all of it. I mean, is it evil? Yeah, but I mean, every corporation is, so is it really the worst thing in the world? And is it the worst thing in the universe? I don't know.
I think there's a kind of like... Nil, like, purses their lips for a moment, kind of staring down into the beer bottle. I just found out that if I voluntarily break my contract between SSC and Harrison, I will be in debt so deep that I will never get out of it. So I'm probably not leaving.
Well, that's one of those pieces of news where it's like, well, I'm glad to hear you ain't leaving, but that fucking sucks.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it's kind of like you said. May as well just stick it out under the evil corporation. Right?
What other option do we have? We can't fight them. Best I could do would be fuck with their data. And that either gets me expelled or killed or both.
I think there's a sort of like as a kind of like anxious tick, their knee starts to bounce and they kind of bite their lip like they wanted to say something, but don't. Their eyes kind of flick over to like all your gear, and particularly the stuff from House Slime.
What's up?
Nah, I don't know. It's crazy and stupid and about as dangerous. Probably not a good idea. It's a really fucking shit idea.
Well, we're in a really fucking shit situation, so. What you got?
I don't know. I don't think everyone will go for it. I'm not even sure I want to. But I just kind of like could pull a slime. You've got that one fucking guy on speed dial or whatever.
Do. Debating the merits of it. Couldn't rightly say. Might be the only way we get out of this alive.
I don't know if the question is getting out of it alive or just getting out of it intact, mostly. This fucking... I don't know, maybe it's not really worth actually... Could be jumping the gun a little, it just... If I understood any of those words put together in any of those orders, which I'd like to think that I'm smart enough to do, then... I'm honestly kind of worried about the rest. That some fucked up shit's about to happen.
Yeah, me too.
Alright. Oh, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, right now I just got a knot sitting in the bottom of my gut. Kind of makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
If I may. Sigurd and Milo.
Huh?
Coming back to House Diamond Ordnance, question mark.
Clem.
Clem. Yes, sorry.
I was like, oh no, I'm getting arrested on the way.
Funny. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, there's still
heading
time.
back.
Isaac's stuck in the room. Milo and I keep saying Milo. I got Milo on the brain. Clementine and Sigurd coming back to House Diamond Ornaments.
I suppose I get there first if Clem is trailing far behind.
Yeah. Yes, you do get first.
Get into the door, fishing the key out, scan it, turn it, whatever it is in this universe to get inside. To probably a very empty living space.
Everyone's spending a lot of time in their rooms right now.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind right now, Sigurd, stepping back across the threshold into your assigned house?
Real talk? Trust. And specifically, the lack of how he has it in pretty much everyone right now. There is something off with that conversation with Dr. Wachter. He wanted to just kind of gauge what was going on and just wanted to hope that maybe like she was there for his best interests and like genuinely cared. But he feels no better than just a common lab rat. After everything that had gone on with finding things out from Milo and from Isaac, and now hearing all of this stuff from a Sigurd project, a subjectivity override, a cosmetic thing is scheduled for him, supposedly. He's overwhelmed. He doesn't genuinely know who he can trust in this moment other than himself. And I think he's just kind of stood in the kitchen, hands on either side of the sink, just honestly letting it run just to run, just for a sound, something different than just the own beating of his heart in his chest.
Absolutely.
Door opens. Oh, hey, Sigurd.
Greetings.
Huh.
There's a new bandage across one of his hands.
Coffee?
Not today, Clem. I'm okay.
You sure? About the coffee, I mean.
Just not thirsty right now.
Okay.
If you need the kitchen, I'll...
No, I don't. I'm just, I'm doing nothing, I guess. Yeah, guess I should sit down and... Oh, it's been a day, hooray.
Yeah. It has. He doesn't move from his spot. But he also makes no effort to continue the conversation unless you do.
I talked to Professor Slate. They had told me a bunch of stuff. And that was about my day, I guess. Just kind of milled about and whatnot.
What'd you speak about?
Oh, I asked them questions about following up on stuff I had asked Jack Bryan at the dinner. And I also asked him about asked him whether or not I would be a good soldier or not. Asked them, sorry. Japan. They said, yeah. I don't know if I've ever really wanted to be a soldier, though.
Is it something you want? Or what someone wants for you?
Sounds like somebody wants it for me.
I see.
What do you want to do with your life?
That is a loaded question that I don't think Sigurd has an answer for. Gosh, okay. To get back out there? To be useful? That's what I want.
But do we have to be out there to be useful?
I think he does stop and turn to face you. What do you mean?
No, like... I can go on probably just making my guns, my little projects. I don't need that to be... I don't need to go out there and fight somebody and go ahead and start blowing stuff up to be useful, or at least other people up. Like, surely he's like, you don't have to be out there to have assigned value. You know? Like, always could be something else for you.
He turns back to the sink and just like starts busying himself by like washing something. Like what?
I don't know. You're diligent. Ever thought of trying like taking care of a plant? Like farm work?
I'm a D-class citizen. I'm not even allowed a house plant.
What? Oh. Oh, that sucks. I feel like you'd be good at it. I can sneak you a couple plants if you want to start.
I wouldn't want to get you in trouble.
Trouble schmubble. That's another couple points. I already kicked somebody in the nuts.
And what is your social score right now, then?
I don't look at it.
DM. I think Sigurd would know what is Clem's social score.
Oh, you're stuck at 99. You cannot
Clem
get...
is?
Oh, Clem?
Yeah.
Clem's social score is like mid 200s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. A few points doesn't matter for some people, I guess. It does to me, though. All I've known is piloting, is being in a lance and doing what I can for Harrison Armories as a whole. That was what I was good at. So why not continue doing exactly that? I had a purpose, I had some use to someone, to people. Is it really so weird that I would want to do that again?
Well, no. Not. Would be weird if you, if you got meaning out of it. No, it wouldn't be weird if you wanted to do it again, but like, what if, like, just saying, what if doing so was just going to, I don't know, put you in danger and, like, was doing... Even if you thought you were doing it for yourself, somebody else was just taking advantage of it. You're good at what you do, but if the people you're doing it for are taking advantage of you, why should you keep doing it for them? I should keep doing anything they say.
Counterpoint. Hypothetically, what if I had nothing else?
Counterpoint, what if somebody else could arguably give you something else? I mean, you're gonna graduate at some point. Always like, there are a lot of farms back on Basque. If you like just at one point decided no and wanted to, I don't know, hitch a shuttle with me and then go back to Basque and then start farming and not have to worry about, I don't know, whatever the heck is going on here.
Why are you here? And I don't mean that in a sense of I do not understand how you got here. It's what do you want to get from here?
I want to keep making my projects, and I want to be helpful to my family because they take care of me, and I want to take care of them. And I owe it to the people who's allowed me to do this in the first place, I guess.
I see. Well, I wish you the best of luck. If you excuse me. Turns off the sink and starts wobbling a little bit. My head's just hurting a bit. I'm gonna go. Just
you need a hand there? You're kind of look off balance. Gets nearer.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Very much like hands out like a hey, don't touch me.
Okay.
I just need to lie down for a bit. I'll be fine. Excuse me. And T will kind of move past you, giving you just kind of like a wide berth as he does so, and goes to his room.
Yeah. Clementine gets a glass of water and goes into his room.
So, like, what's the point of these games again? You just, like, go through scenarios until, what, someone makes googly eyes at you?
I mean, yeah, basically. You got.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
I genuinely thought you were talking about like the games at the end of the semester for a moment, so I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just hang on." And then you said that, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's for me." All right. I mean, I think they're really fun. Because you got different personality types, and you kind of get to try all the different people out. And you go down their specific storyline and figure out what makes them tick, and then if you turn it on, you can always get the spicy ones, the spicy scenes where people are you know what I mean. You get what I mean. I don't have to say anymore. Okay, cool.
Right, the porno mode. The mode where it's basically porno. I can put two and two together.
Yeah.
And this is the only kind of game you play, or?
Currently, yes. I like Harvest Moon, which is like a farming game. I don't like a lot of stress in the games that I play, and honestly, some of the routes for these people like give me a lot of stress as it is. Because it's like, why are you this way? I don't understand. and I can't yell at them like I can yell at people in real life. So I just have to keep going down it, and it just gives me just a lot of anxiety. Anyways, if you want to borrow one of these, you may. I don't recommend Samurai Sex Blue, but you know.
I think I think there's like a genuine moment where it's just like like
Pensive emoji.
yeah. You know what? I'll pass for now.
Yeah, no, of course. You just let me know. Yeah, you just let me know.
Mm-hmm. You ever consider going out to, like, I don't know, meet real people?
Neil, have you met real people?
Yes.
They're fucking terrible.
Sometimes.
They're kind of the fucking worst.
Sometimes. It's like, yeah, sure. You think I don't fucking know that? My last boyfriend fucking rubbed me blind and then lied about me, and then we went to court about it. That's how bad that was. So, like, I get it, but also
Point made. And we currently, right now, are maybe at the epicenter of an evil empire. And I don't think that this is necessarily the place I'm going to be finding a partner. You know?
yeah, fair enough. I get it. Swing again.
But I think it's pretty admirable that, you know, you after everything you went through, you still recommend two people to go out and like try and find other people.
Straight up, Milo, the only reason I'm not out there right now is because someone's gonna fucking offer me something, and I'm gonna want to buy it, and I can't do that right now. So... we are... I guess we're both making do with what we got.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe
I
could
have
learn to say
been-
no, but
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say. Neil just says maybe I could learn to say no, but and then they just kind of throw a non-committal hand gesture in the air, like,
I get it. It's hard. A lot of my pa's friends, they really struggle with that because there ain't a whole lot to do on a space station. You work and you go home and you see the same 100 people every day. The only new people are the people coming in from deep space who got to get their mechs repaired. And so you go out and those spacers bring in all sorts of super crack.
Sorry, that's really good. It's like, I think Nils just like nodding, like We all know super
Crack.
We all know Super Crack.
Like,
I want that to
sorry.
be like a brand, like an official brand.
Super Crack TM. Yeah, for sure. As opposed to the crack that makes you explode.
SSC. Yeah.
Brought to you by SSC Super Crack. That's actually the last S and C in SSC.
Jesus Christ.
It's Smith Shimano. Fuck, I can't say that word.
Smith
That's
Shimano
actually
Yes,
It's actually just
Smith
super
Shimano
crack.
Super Crack. It's hyphenated, so they don't need the other S.
It's like, yeah, that used to be part of my contract. They would give it to me
Yeah.
constantly. It's the only way I
Just
could get
boatloads
anything
of
fucking
super
done.
crack.
Oh, shit, fuck. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
But yeah, yes. I mean, you know, people would bring that in, and then, you know, you just drink and you smoke and you smoke dope and you smoke crack and you show up to work and you're fucked up and you hit your own hand with a hammer and fall off and hurt yourself. I've seen a whole bunch of that nonsense, and it sucks real bad. And it's real hard to break out of, and I get it. And it's funny that I'm going to say this next, considering what we're talking about, but I have been sitting with an empty beer can in my hand for the last 30 minutes, maybe, and I either need to get another one or find a different thing to put to my lips. And I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean it like that.
I think Nil just like holds up a hand, like, get it? You've already expressed not interested. I'm not interested either.
Right on. Would you like to get a friendly drink with me not in this building?
You know what? Hell yeah.
Awesome. He's gonna throw on a jacket and I guess hang out with you some more.
I think I guess a few different questions / things is Nil goes out to grab their own stuff if we're moving this somewhere else. Is Clem still out and about?
Getting himself a glass of water. You probably see him, and he's just about to enter his room, I guess.
Then you would see Nil come out of Milo's room, weirdly enough.
Hey.
Hey, Clem. He's moving with a purpose.
Did you close the door behind you, is the question.
I think it's the kind of situation where they're just grabbing something quickly enough that the door just kind of stays open as they duck in and back out.
Clementine peeks into the door to see what's going on.
Just putting on a jacket to leave.
Going somewhere?
Oh, yeah, me and Milo are gonna go grab a drink. I guess you could come along if you wanted? Kind of as if
That sounds like that sounds like a me stay out of it kind of voice.
I think shrugs very non-committal. Just like, you could ask Milo, I guess.
Who is walking out of the room. Hey, Clem.
Oh, hey Milo. Yeah, fun.
You wanna come with us to go grab a drink, or? You ain't gotta. I'm just offering.
That'd be fun. That sounds fun.
Stick. All right.
I can go grab somebody else, or no, okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I kind of doubt the other two would want to, but
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll do. Yeah, I'll just go get a drink with you.
Yeah.
That sounds
Just-
fun.
Hang out and kind of try and forget about all this shit. All this shit.
Sounds good.
alright. Everybody grab your shit and let's fucking go.
Yep. Jacket. Just need a jacket. I'll put my jacket back on.
Nobody worry, it'll be all on me. My tab.
Oh. Thanks, no.
Thank you. Thank you, professional super sports star.
Does the like finger guns. That's me. Super professional sports shooter, whatever the fuck you just said. Okay, let's go.
Drinks will be had.
Drill bar hours. Guess, is there a campus bar?
That's
'Cause
probably.
you probably don't want to go all the way out to town, so. Yeah,
Every
why
good college
not?
has a college bar.
Right, exactly. There's gotta
Sure would
be.
be
Like there has to be.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what that looks like. I mean, it's probably
Well-
pretty stuffy, all things considered. Like, it's got that kind of, like, we literally everyone is here vibes, because it's just the place you go for a drink on campus. But aesthetically, it's pretty... Ooh, maybe it's got that kind of, like, Harrison, like utilitarian vibe. It's actually kind of like gray slate interior with, like, doing a lot of, like, soft purple neon lighting. Yeah. No dance floor, just booths. Lots and lots of booths.
I mean, you also have to remember that this is not like a traditional college.
This is true.
Where it's like, this is 18-year-olds.
Yeah, this is post-secondary. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like anybody can kind of be here.
Yeah. Then yeah, you go get a drink. I'd say it's like I don't know, like a Tuesday night. Like, it's pretty quiet, all things considered.
I think anytime, like, kind of throughout however long, including travel time up to this place, and then, like, sitting in the booth, like, Nil and Clem have gotten along before, and Nil's not being, like, mean or anything, but I think anytime Clem, like, tries to, you know, crack a joke or act chummy, and especially pointed towards Nil, there's a chill, a slight coldness to the to those interactions now.
No. Trying to think if he would do anything about that immediately or not.
Well, how about after a drink or two?
Oh god, you're right. Oh god, you're right.
Ah, the utility of putting a tabletop RPG character in a bar.
Hey, Enel. What's
Yeah.
going on?
We're
Like-
hanging out. Hello? Hi, Clem. Hello.
Hi.
Are we playing the hello game? I love the hello game.
Yeah, hello!
Hi guys, how are
What the
you?
fuck is the hello game?
It's just where you say hello over and over again because you're
On it.
fucked up.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh no. Okay, this is all right. We're good. This is good.
No, it's going to get my stars and wishes.
So, like, what's going on, though? You're like... You didn't look like you're half done. I shouldn't have come, shouldn't I? Yeah, sorry, I butted in. I saw you go in there and I butted in. I shouldn't have come, sorry.
No, Clem. Relax. Fucking relax. It's fine. Yeah, I'm having about as much fun as I can have given everything else going on.
Yeah. If I ever think about doing weird memory stuff to me, I guess I would be weird. I would be upset too and not having a lot of fun.
I think Nell just kind of shrugs at that, like almost as if like that was the worries of like hours ago. That is no longer top of mind.
Yeah. Like. Like, why would I be like a fucking surgeon anyway? I'd make stuff blow up, yeah, but like, why am I so fucking like important? You know, I just want to make my blow. I just want to make guns because it's fun, you know. Why should I fucking have to like go out and like blow other people up? No?
I mean, if you don't want to, then just don't.
Yeah. 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 I have to do what they tell me. I'll blow this whole friggin' place up.
This is a crazy
Alright,
thing to yell in a bar.
Easy, Tiger. Let's cool it on that kind of talk,
Yeah.
Mr. Arsonist.
Yeah.
Bartender is glancing attentively at this in this direction.
Yeah. Well, you sure I'm not like... You sure I'm not like upsetting you or anything though? It's just like... You're being like
I
a little
mean-
weird.
No, I get it. All right, we're doing this. We're doing this here at the bar, sure. Yeah, Clem, to be super frank with you, I didn't like it when, you and Isaac went over to House Legacy to kick my ex in the nuts.
That's funny. Sorry. It's funny though. It's funny.
Thanks for having my back, Milo. Very cool, very good of everyone to think that this is
She deserved
so
it.
hilarious.
I mean, is it really the worst thing in the world? Because you're already locked in contractually. Like what? How much worse did it really make things? Is my question.
Yeah, like that needed to happen. That's not. She's never not gonna leave you alone.
Look, I get kind of where your heart and your head are at with all this stuff. It's just gonna be honest, I get it from someone like Isaac who just does shit and doesn't even ask questions later, just does shit because he wants to in the moment, because he can get away with it. Kind of sucks a little more coming from someone who I thought would at least understand the complicated position I'm in here. Look, I told Milo earlier, but I'm not getting out of here. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's feasible. If I break contract in any way, voluntarily, if I'm the one who fucks up, I lose everything.
Take your thumbs, bust your kneecaps. Yeah, I've heard it. I know the deal.
So, as much as it fucking sucks, I kind of need all this whole situation to just, I don't know, blow over and we just be as civil as can be for the rest of fucking forever, I guess. And that gets harder when people make decisions for me about how to deal with my situation.
I made that decision for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just I didn't like it when I just didn't like him. I don't know.
I think another really complicated expression passes over Nil's face.
It's like, like after your business is done, you're not supposed to just petty and manipulative, and it feels like he's getting everything he wanted, and I didn't want him to think he was getting anything he wanted.
Yeah, well, This... I get that this isn't gonna make a lot of sense to you, you know, on the outside looking in, but I went about everything the way I did because I don't want justice or, you know, revenge or... I don't know. None of that fucking matters to me. I just wanted to live and let live. I wanted to think that, you know, he could just take the deal. You know, I'm giving you an out. Just fucking take it. As it turns out, I didn't actually want anything bad to happen.
Asshole's gonna asshole and do a different thing than you want them to do. Sorry, that was mean.
Neil shrugs again. He wasn't always an asshole. At least, you know. Not from where I was standing, not in ways that I could see. So fucking... I think they just, like, rub their temples. So stupid.
No, you're not. You're cool and... I'm stupid. I don't know, but I mean, you're the one who taught me to be careful about Isaac. I don't know. You're not dumb.
I'm not dumb. I'm just fucking pathetic and lonely and jonesing like nobody's business.
No. You're not. Great. I don't like spending time with you. I'm sorry I betrayed your trust. Just want you to be happy.
Yeah, well, don't go assuming shit. We're alright. Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, that's good.
And I think that's your last drink. The cutoff is now. It should have been a drink ago, the cutoff is now.
Yep. So. Hello. Milo.
What?
Sorry, the way
Why?
you said, you're like face smushed into the table.
Yeah.
I literally am.
Method acting. Method acting.
Pascal out.
I'm method acting this.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm right here, buddy. What you need?
You're really cool too. You're really pretty.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Do you want to get back to your room so you can probably throw all this up in peace?
Should go to sleep though.
Yeah, that's
Go to sleep.
a great idea. You should go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep. Come on. I got you. Come on. Kind of looks at Nil like I was not prepared to do this.
I think you get a look of just like you know the like what is the expression, the just like yeah.
Why are
Interesting.
you? Why are you looking at me? Get your ass over here and help me. He's heavy.
Okay, damn shit. Claire's not that well. Kind of like
I'm not that strong. I'm trying to keep a certain physique for a certain type of person.
Are you sure you don't want to go out more often? Just in general, just.
I don't know, maybe not with this. Yeah, please stop trying to sit down. I am trying to carry you.
Stop trying to sit down. all right.
I had too much. So much happened today.
Yeah, buddy.
It's hard to smile sometimes. Things are bad and
Yep, and now we're gonna have a good long sleep. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna wake up refreshed and not fucked up.
yeah.
Oh, speak for yourself. I have a feeling Clem's gonna have a big old fucking headache tomorrow.
I can't do
Oh,
that. I
poor
have
guy.
to go to class tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. That's why we're going to bed now.
Me too, bud.
I have to go to class tomorrow. Start sobbing.
It's extremely real.
All right, that's fucking. That's so good. That's. Oh, baby boy. Oh, my sweet sunshine baby angel. This fucking guy.
How about we take our 15 and come back in the morning with everyone?
God damn.
But I just didn't know what to do anymore. I'm sorry.
No, it's so good.
That was really funny.
Oh my
Some of
god.
the best acting this entire campaign.
So glad that went there. That was so good.
I love. I have to go to class tomorrow. Immediately start sobbing. Just like, yeah, buddy, that was my experience of college too. Oh my god.
I love him. I love him so fucking much, dude.
Okay,
So good.
Alright, be right
All right.
back.
Yep. Oh, where's my stream pause button? What happened? Did that go away during the update? Uh-oh. I hope not. Hmm?